Give it time.
Somebody could get up, you're
Having an existential crisis on an island full of Tylenol. I'm floated in the highlands of Orion's halls. Too many bars, I'm a fucking alcoholic. Peeling out like the walls of my apartment, paint falling. Fast forward, I got my shit together now.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel, where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my next reaction of today, we are checking out Knox Hill's latest track, Love is Blind. And I don't know much about this particular song. We'll see if it says anything in the description page. If it happens in our mind, it is real. I get that, mate. I certainly do get that. But that's all it says. There's nothing on the background on there, but there's loads of details of Knox Hill. You can subscribe. You can go to your GoFundMe, which I'll leave down below. This song is streaming on all platforms now. 50% will go to supporting youth organising around me. So he's giving up 50% of this for a charity event. So look, mate, between you and Ren, come on, man. Heal the world, man. You know? I believe between Knox Hill and Ren, they're going to leave a massive footprint on this planet before we all, before we perish. And I hope, we live up to see our great-grandkids and all that kind of stuff before we actually do perish. But I certainly believe that you're going to leave a massive footprint on this planet. Take a dent, put a dent in it and get people thinking. Because it's needed, it's warranted. Simple as. We're going through, there's so many same apples in these trees, I'm sick and tired of seeing these red apples, and it's time for seeing a different kind of shade. And between Ren and Knox Hill, there you go, there's your shade. Now, I will be reacting to Knox Hill tomorrow, and as well as King Dotter on this beef thing. I know King Dotter sent me a message, and it wasn't really a complaint, but it was more of a statement. He was saying, how can you go straight to Ren's reaction and not go to the source of how it all started? And there is no answer to that. There really isn't. But I will check it out. You heard how I felt about what Red sent. And I'm sure I'm going to voice my opinion very, very strongly on my Knox diss as well as King Dotter's diss. But so that's going to be tomorrow. Today, because it's been premiered about, say, 13 hours ago, I thought, no, do you know what, this takes precedence over a diss track. So here I am, Love is Blind, Mr. Knox Hill. This is, I believe, my second ever reaction of Knox Hill and what is Knox Hill as well. But so far, it's putting a big, massive smile on my face. I wouldn't say Knox Hill is the UK's version of Ren. He's in his own space. He's in his own realm, and I just don't know too much. I don't know much about Knox Hill, but I'm sure with every reaction that I carry out of Knox Hill, it will just put me in one step closer of what is Knox Hill and appreciate what he's doing as well more than anything else. I'm blabbing on way too much. Apologies for that. So look, let's go straight into my next reaction of today, shall we? So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Okay.
Give it time.
I love the hook, mate.
somebody could get up, you're
Having an existential crisis on an island full of Tylenol. I'm floated in the highlands of Orion's halls. Too many bars, I'm a fucking alcoholic. Peeling out like the walls of my apartment, paint falling.
Too many bars.
Fast forward, I got my shit together now, I think. Got that Charmin 2-ply, apply it to my life. It's time to settle down, you think? Fuck the pigs, eating braised pork belly, sipping wine I can't afford. Wait, my hand can bring me more. I guess I'm washing dishes later. This Crown Royal got me feeling like...
So this is a more of a personal vibe of your journey. your ups and downs, your trials and tribulations. But now you're at 1 or 2 million, bro. That's hard work, dedication, and, you know, just not giving up. And between you and Ren, that's a true inspiration for anybody that wants to follow that same schematics. It's not easy work. It's hard work, especially when you say, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. You know, now it's a down dedication. And I love the fact that you've got your reactions, you know, your reaction channel, but at the same time, I think like your reaction channel lets us in, yeah? And then your rap music, your craft, your love of music, your talent, it just oozes out. And it's more of an understanding, okay, this is what Knox Hill's about. But when you do your reactions, we're letting ourselves in as in Knox Hill's character and personality. And I love it. It really is. Because the combination of the two, not a lot of YouTubers are doing it. You're either an artist or you're a YouTuber. But it seems to me that now there's a number of artists and they're trying to follow the same pattern of what's going on, you know, what Knox Hill is doing. I'm not saying Knox Hill is the first person to do this. I'm sure there is other singers or rappers or whatever that has a reaction channel and react to other people as well. But I'm saying that there's not a lot of that. And I feel that there's going to be a massive wave very soon of artists doing the same kind of schematics. The lyrical contents. Mate, you can't go wrong with Knox Hill when it comes to that. You really can't, because I like rappers who speak from a personal perspective, where it's not far-fetched. And I said that in my first reaction of Knox Hill. You know, he's like a realistic rapper. The words that come out of his mouth, you can associate yourself with it. You know, like I said to you, it's not far-fetched. You can say, you know, the things what he's saying, you can put your hands up and say, yeah, I've been through that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, my mate's going through that. You know? And then it's his lyrical content that he puts in and shapes its form, where it splits, where it shows your individuality. Where, okay, I'm not the same person as that person around the corner that may be having a similar situation than me. But I'm sure that he will appreciate what I'm writing here, and that could inspire him or change him to do something that he he hasn't got the strength to do, and he just needs that answer. You know, Knox Hill certainly supplies the answer in his bars, and certainly raise questions, and I love it. I really do. I'm gonna go back just a little bit, like little bit, to about say here. I love the beat though, bro. Seriously.
I guess I'm washing dishes later. This crown royal got me feeling like a king slayer. My corpse rise, I've been in gentrified hell. Just a blue-eyed white walker wandering these winter fells. Can you tell? Fuck these poses and these tellers. Only ever wanna rap for funds. I package you in an array hat because you
like
cap with guns.
The mask.
You really snapping, huh? Yeah. They say love is blind, huh? Gotta feel it. Love is blind, huh? Gotta feel it.
What is that loop that you got on your track, bro?
Killed my first buck when I was 12, though it pained me. It guaranteed my aim, see? I turned 21 and realized that even Sean Taylor can't guarantee your safety. So tread safely. That was a heavy one to start, like my McAllen 15. I keep it neat, I'm writing 16's a quick squeeze. Better shape, so I'm good. If you say I'm chasing cloud, I'ma get it even with an epidemic all around. You get it? Round? Epidemic.
I do, I get it.
More sucrose in my drink, please. Give me some more sugar for the squeeze. I manage mics like I'm Phil Jackson. I know I'm dope, developed real habits. Rap's my meal ticket, wait till I ticket meals. Twisted in these killing fields. Victims of these wicked deals. Slipping, they gon' give you pills. I run, but they give me steel. Mass graves for this mass appeal.
Your wordsmith, yeah? I like it. But I love that loop, bro.
Love is
Seriously.
blind, huh? You gotta feel it. Love is blind, huh?
Do you make?
feel it.
Are you a producer as well?
You gotta feel this. Excuse me. Can I get another one? Thank you.
So that was Knox Hill with Love is Blind. And in the world of hip-hop culture, where, you know, you've got to have a gold teeth, loads of bling, amazing car in the music video, throwing money up in the air, and don't forget about the female with their asses hanging out from left to right, and questionable fronts as well, and all that kinky and oozing off the sex. Yeah, that's what you're getting from the hip-hop industry at the moment. Sex, no matter what. And sex and stupid people that's got some cool repetitive bars, you know? And then because that is at the forefront and is moving in such a massive wave, it doesn't allow real, what I believe, what I call, you know, real conscious hip hop artists a look in. And you either want to try and fight that, and where you just, you know, you're flogging a dead horse kind of thing. You know, you're not going to get anywhere. Or you just turn independent and just gather your own following, and not really, it's not in the forefront of, okay, I've got to sell millions and millions and millions of records to make me satisfied. But the satisfactory comes that you do have an audience, and those audience come to see you and you personally. You know, that's what you've got, that 102 million, I mean, that 1.02 million subscribers. They're yours. You know, no one else's. They're yours. That's your achievement. That's your dedication. That's your hard work. That's your audience. And they're going to be there for long. And it's good, you know, it's going to gather momentum as, you know, within a year, you're going to have 2 million, maybe shorter than that, between you and Ren. You know, the likability character of you two both is outstanding. It really is. And you've got time for people. You know, I reacted to your remix of Killshot, and unfortunately, the visuals of myself was really poor, but yet you still put me on Instagram, and as well as a number of other people. You know, 1.2, normally, when you have a subscriber with a YouTuber with 102 millions of subscribers, they get a bit distance from their subscribers. But I've never seen two, you know, especially Knox Hill. Let's talk about Knox Hill, sorry, rather than Ren. But I've never seen a person like Knox Hill, or, you know, still stay close, that still want to know all of those million people. I want to stay tuned with them. I want to interact with them. They want them to interact with you. What artists do that nowadays? You know, you normally get hip-hop artists that have the bouncers around, don't speak to me, put the glasses on, shut down shops just to go shopping. I feel that if Knox Hill wanted to go shopping, he wouldn't shut down the shop. He wanted to just go in and you know, mingle with everybody else, embrace with everybody else. He doesn't want to be isolated. And I'm seeing that because the lyrical contents, his wording, his wordsmith, it's like I said, it's not far-fetched. It's very realistic. It's very relatable. It's very in tuned of what's going on how people feel on this planet. And you only get that with engrossing yourself with many different array of people, and not hide away from that. You know, Knox went over to Wales to chill out with Ren. Yes, anybody would have jumped to the chance of that, but that is that adventurous gene that he would have gone to Australia, he would have gone to Timbuktu, and said, yeah, okay, you know, and not being reserved. I believe there is an amazing, bright future ahead for this particular artist, outside of music and inside of music. And your humanitarian elements of yourself, you know, doing things for your local community, you know, it just makes you want to, you know, it feels that you're staying in tune with your area. And that is nice. Some people just stay in their house and don't even know their next door neighbor, you know? I like this song. And I hope it does really, really well. I really do. Everything about it just screams, for me, real hip hop. You know, that hip hop that we loved back in the 90s. Nowadays, hip hop is like maybe a handful of artists that will give you that hip hop, and the rest is just a drive of a mechanical belt of the industry, you know, conveyor belt of the industry. You know, write a track, spit it out, write a track, spit it out, write a track, spit it out, go on to the next thing. But this is like, for me, this is true hip hop. That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying. Like, what, the loop? No one does that anymore. No one puts that loop in there anymore. Of when, you know, the 80s, 90s, when people would go into that back shop to find that record where they can cut that out and say, yeah, let's loop that and make that, and that's the hook. You know? That don't happen nowadays. No more. You got this kind of, I don't know. But bring back this kind of hip hop for me, please. This is what I like. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom!
Love is blind, huh? You gotta feel it. Love is blind, huh? Gotta feel it. You gotta feel this. Excuse me. Can I get another one? Thank you.